His annual salary is 3 months of mine. Well, everything he owns is pretty shabby. Haha. I was invited to a mixer just to make up numbers, constantly ridiculed by an acquaintance. In middle school, high school, and now at this mixer too. After all, I was nothing more than a foil for him. I want to escape this boring mixer. I want to go home early. Even someone like me takes pride in having a skill and doing a job that makes people happy. I'm done dealing with people who only see others for their status. My name is David. I'm currently 29, single. Ever since I remember, my parents had a workshop at home, making handcrafted bags to make a living. Using cowhide, they made wallets, card holders, handbags, backpacks, and various other items in their small workshop, always trying to create products that people would cherish. As an only child, I spent my time watching my parents work instead of playing outside. I was quiet and reserved. I loved watching every step of how they made each bag. When I was in 6th grade, I was wondering what to do for my summer project. My mom suggested, "Since it's your last summer in elementary, why not make something with cowhide as a keepsake?" I was thrilled. Can I really? Can I use the sewing machine I've always been told not to touch? Haha, you've always wanted to use the sewing machine, she said. I thought it might be a bit early for you, David, but your dad thinks it's fine. Watching all the time can get boring, right? I've never been bored. What should I make? Tell me. For my last summer in elementary school, my parents, both bag craftsmen, taught me how to make small items from scratch. In less than 5 days, I finished making my first card holder. You finished it pretty quickly, David. Did you enjoy it? My dad praised. I've been watching all this time. I want to make more. Can I make a small wallet? Whoa, hold your horses. Making a wallet is tricky, he warned. I don't mind how many days it takes. I want to try. Teach me. Seeing how excited and happy I was about the first item I made, and how I was completely engrossed in it, my mom said, "It's perfect timing. Next year, you'll be in middle school and will need to carry money. I was thinking of buying you a nice wallet," my dad said. "I don't need it. I don't need it. The one I make myself will be enough. Teach me." For my summer project, while my classmates did insect collections, puzzles of USA maps made from cardboard, and wooden dinosaurs and pagodas, I submitted my handmade card holder and small wallet. I wrote that my goal was to use them carefully when I started middle school, with the card holder taking 5 days and the small wallet 18 days to make. As a result, I was awarded the best work in school for the first time, and I rushed home to tell my parents. "You see, you can do it, David. That's my boy. Good for you," my dad said. "Your first self-made item won the best work in school. The teachers must have recognized your effort," my mom added. "It's a great memory for your last summer in elementary. Why don't you help out in the workshop sometimes?" I want to help. I want to learn all sorts of things. Throughout middle and high school, I cherished and used my self-made card holder and wallet until they were worn out. Surely they've reached their limit. It's good to take care of things, but this is a bit much. "Here, I made you a new wallet," my dad said, giving me a new long wallet. "What's this? It's so cool. Amazing. Thanks, Dad." The craftsmanship was on another level. I wanted to take it apart just to see how it was made. When I started college, I began using the new wallet. A unique, warm creation from my dad. But in my sophomore year of college, my kind dad suddenly passed away. I dropped out of college and started my life anew as a bag craftsman, learning the family business from my mom. A few years after I started working in the workshop, a regular customer who sometimes visited to buy products came along. He worked at a nearby publishing company. His name was Sean. Finding out we were the same age, we got along well and became friends outside of business. Sean, intrigued by the demeanor of my mom and me working in the workshop, would come to watch us. Today, I brought some cream puffs from Moon Bakery. They're really delicious. Please have some with your mom. Occasionally, he would bring snacks and seemed to enjoy talking to me. And since he would buy products we made in the workshop, he was a much appreciated presence. We've been acquainted for over 5 years now. Out of the blue, Sean brought up this topic to me. David, are you interested in mixers? No, I've only been invited 2 or 3 times during college. I'm not really good with such settings because of my personality. It's tough, but I need someone to fill in. Could you come? I'll probably bring down the mood, you know, despite the kind invitation. It's okay. I'll handle it. Don't worry. Unable to refuse properly due to our important customer relationship, I ended up participating in a mixer I was uncomfortable with. The setup was 5 men and 5 women. And it was happening in just 5 days. Conveniently, it turned out to be a mixer with a perfect group of 5s. Mixer, here I go. For me, it was a sudden and overwhelming situation. But I thought, it's Sean's first favor, and I've been indebted to him. I should cooperate and give him face. The day of the mixer arrived. The meeting place was set for 5 p.m., starting with just the men at the meeting spot of the station, and then joining the women at 6 p.m. at an Italian bar on the sunshine side of the station's east exit. As I was preparing my hair and outfit at home to be presentable, I received a call on my cell phone. David, sorry, I suddenly got stuck with an unavoidable job. Without you, I won't be able to talk to anyone. It should be fine. I've arranged for someone to replace me. Just go to the meeting spot at the station. No, how is that okay? Sorry, got another call, gotta hang up. A mixer without the organizer. Plus, I'm not good with the atmosphere of mixers or talking to people. All strangers, it's completely away game. Let's finish this quickly and go home. I had no choice but to brace myself for what was coming. I arrived at the meetup spot at the station. There were already 4 guys who seemed to be part of the group. Hi, nice to meet you. I was told by the organizer, Sean, to come here. Aren't you David by any chance? Kyle. Wow, I can't believe we're meeting here. I was the one Sean asked to organize this. Man, it's been a while, hasn't it, since we graduated from high school. Among the guys at the mixer, there was Kyle, whom I knew from middle and high school. Back then, I was often teased by him and his group. Contrary to my inconspicuous self, he was a standout, excellent in academics. He was popular in the class. Honestly, he was someone I wanted to keep my distance from, but he always came up to me, spoke ill of me behind my back, lowering my reputation, and would show off his grades by comparing our report cards. He started introducing me to the other 3 guys, mentioning, this guy, David, used his same old, shabby wallet and pass holder from middle and high school. Man, it was embarrassing. What was it? When did you get it? It wasn't something I got. I made it myself for a summer project in the elementary school. Right. It was for a summer project in elementary school. Haha, David, you were really something. What about college after that? The other 3 guys looked at me with a smirk. I went to art school but dropped out. So just a high school grad. Must have been tough. We'll talk more about it later. Looks like the drinks will taste great tonight. I never imagined that Kyle, of all people, would be here. I felt overwhelmed, wanting to escape and head home immediately. We headed to the Italian bar where we were meeting the ladies. Throughout, Kyle kept prying into my current situation. Do you know which university I went to? Yay, I remember, you always had good grades. That's right. I graduated from there and now work at the same publishing company as Sean. So, David, what's your income now? Income? Yeah, income. Just tell me the number. I won't tell anyone. About $25,000, I guess. $25,000. Got it. Seems like you've had it rough. I'll cover your part today. Be grateful. Oh, thanks. But in return, make sure you do a good job as my sidekick. Okay. Haha, sidekick. Got it. I ended up being used and had to play the role of Kyle's sidekick in exchange for the treat. People usually become more mature as they age, but he seemed to have reverted to his middle and high school self. At the mixer, it was almost certain that I would become the butt of the jokes. We arrived at the Italian bar. The 5 ladies had already arrived and were waiting. Nice to meet you all. The mixer began. I was surprised at how beautiful all the ladies were. Except for me, all the guys were in high spirits, and I felt out of place, just nodding along. Soon, Kyle started his extra introduction of me to the ladies. This is David, a real tearjerker of a guy. In middle and high school, he used the wallet and card holder he made in elementary school until they were tattered. The ladies looked at me with a mix of pity and amusement, except for one who seemed unimpressed. Oh, right, what about your wallet now, David? Show everyone. Reluctantly, I showed my long wallet. Wow, still tattered, huh? That happens. It's something precious to me. Right, that makes sense. When you've struggled, you tend to cherish things more. And speaking of this poor guy's intriguing salary, a whopping $25,000, that's like my 3 months' earnings. No wonder his stuff looks beaten up. Haha. I've had enough. Just let him do whatever he wants. I couldn't help but feel annoyed with Kyle's smug attitude. Excuse me, may I see that wallet? A woman who seemed interested asked. Sure, here you go. As Kyle said, it's pretty worn out. Her name was Emily. Unlike the other 4 women who were used to mixers, she had been quiet from the start. She was petite, with her hair in a ponytail. Her natural makeup gave her a clean, fresh look. She was exactly my type among the 5 women. Oh, I thought so. I have a handbag from the same maker as this one, she said. She showed me her handbag. I never expected to meet a woman carrying a handbag from our family's workshop. Their designs and durability are really great, aren't they? How long have you been using this wallet? Well, I started using it in college, so about 9 years, I guess. Kyle, interrupting our conversation, said, 9 years, you should be able to afford a wallet like this, David, as he flaunted a famous French brand wallet on the table. There it was, Kyle's typical one-upmanship. In middle and high school, it was report cards, and now it's wallets. But I'm the one being treated. I have to play my part as the sidekick. Wow, Kyle, you're really something. When you show off a wallet like that, I'm speechless. But David, you seem to really take care of your belongings. Yeah, well, I still use the coin purse I made in elementary school, like Kyle mentioned. I left it at home though. Really? You're still using that legendary wallet? Kyle laughed out loud, hearing that I was still actively using the small wallet I made back in elementary school. Everyone else forced a smile, but Emily's reaction was different. Deciding he had flaunted enough, Kyle switched seats and started chatting up other women as if to say he was an elite. He casually put his arm around other women's shoulders, showing off his mixer expertise. Emily then spoke to me. So, you've been using the wallet you made in elementary school for almost 20 years now. Yeah, about 18 years, I guess. It's a keepsake for my dad. This long wallet too. I see. Emily didn't ask anything more about the wallet or the bag. Tired of being one-upped and seen only for my status at this mixer, I didn't want to share more about myself and just wished for time to pass quickly so I could leave. As the first part of the evening was drawing to a close, a staff member from the Italian bar told me, "Your ride is here." Your ride, David, you leaving already? What a downer, Kyle said. Yeah, oh, please continue to enjoy your evening, everyone. I have some urgent work to attend to, so I'll be excusing myself, I said, standing up. Mr. Brown, your driver is here. Please come this way to the car, said a uniformed female driver as she entered the bar. What, Mr. Brown? What do you mean, David? Kyle and the others at the mixer were shocked. I just took over the family business. Took over the family business, but you said your income was $25,000. Sorry, I'm not very smart. I didn't quite understand the subject. Multiply that number by 12, and it's about right. Kyle, thanks for today. I'm heading out. What? $25,000 is not your yearly but monthly income. Wait a minute. Just as I was about to leave with the driver, one of the women suddenly shouted, I can't take this anymore. I'm leaving too. What's going on? People dining around us turned to look. This guy touched my thigh and chest, and even tried to kiss me near the restroom. He's the worst, she said, pointing at Kyle. No, what are you talking about? I didn't do anything. Wait, David. The mixer, which started in a fun atmosphere, quickly turned chaotic due to Kyle's inappropriate behavior. Eager to avoid getting dragged into the mess, I hurriedly left with the female driver. The next day, Sean came to the workshop. David, sorry about yesterday. I heard what happened. Never knew Kyle was your middle and high school classmate. It's okay, I had to leave early for work anyway, but yeah, it turned into quite a scene at the end. About that, Kyle really messed up. Turns out the lady he upset was a major client's daughter, and her father is furious. I heard Kyle was already under house arrest pending an investigation. Sean mentioned that with how fast news spreads in the publishing industry, Kyle probably wouldn't have a place there anymore. Kyle is smart, what a waste. David, I heard how Kyle was making fun of you the whole time. I'm really sorry for inviting you. It's fine, but I think I've had enough of mixers. I'll pass on any future invitations. Yeah, this will be my first and last time organizing one too. I hope you can forgive me. I changed the subject to lighten the mood for Sean, who looked truly sorry. Oh, by the way, I met a woman yesterday carrying a handbag made by us. I could clearly see our logo. I definitely made that bag myself. It was a great feeling. I recounted the event to Sean. Her name was Emily, I think. Didn't talk much, but she seemed shy and gentle. That bag was a gift from me 3 years ago. Emily is a childhood friend of mine, same age as us. Is that so? Emily said she wanted to talk more with you. She was caught up in the chaos when that client's daughter caused a scene. With me. Actually, Emily is a big fan of your products. She owns many of the small items and bags. I started visiting this workshop because of her. I didn't even know what it was before then. That's great to hear. I'll have to tell my mom. She'll be happy to know our products are cherished. Sean's mood seemed to lift as he continued. I might as well tell you, the mixer was actually to help Emily, a fan of you and your products, get closer to you. Sean, you think too highly of me. I blushed. Having never dated a woman before. That's not true. I've known you for over 5 years, and seeing your dedication to work and your personality, I thought you'd be perfect for Emily. Isn't a quiet, herbivore-type girl your style, Sean? After a pause, I replied. Emily was exactly my type when I first saw her. Then it's settled. I'll let her know. That's how my relationship with Emily began. On our first date, she said, I have something I want you to see. This. To my surprise, she showed me a light pink long wallet, a color variant of my black one. It had our logo and the stamp my father had made. My wallet was worn out from daily use, but Emily's was like new, cherished, and used only on special occasions. It was a gift from her parents to celebrate her college admission. She had become a fan of our products and occasionally visited our workshop to buy bags and accessories. This was undoubtedly made by my father, who passed away 9 years ago. Look, my wallet has his stamp too. The design and craftsmanship are identical, just different colors. I even wanted to take this wallet apart to see how it was made. Haha, it would be a shame to dismantle such a special gift. But it's nice that we both use these wallets as a pair. I'm sure my dad in heaven would be happy to see this. It felt like fate that I would see a wallet made by my late father being used as a pair like this. This wallet has helped me a lot. Depending on the color, it's believed to attract work and wealth. It's been a charm for my mom and me to spread our products to the world. I've never made a better wallet than this. It's an insurmountable wall for me. I'm forever grateful to my father. I became an instant fan of your products too. The handbag you have, it's one you made. I can tell by the stamp. Did you know? I even have small items with your mom's stamp on them. So, you're a self-confessed superfan of our products. I took something out of my bag. Emily, as a token of our relationship, please take this. I finished it last night, sacrificing some sleep. Wow, a cute beige wallet. It's a mid-wallet type. The logo is a new design, and it has your stamp too. The material is cordovan, made from horse hide, which is 3 times stronger than cowhide. I'm not good with words, but I hope you'll consider a relationship with me. Emily was moved to tears. In general, the psychology behind giving a wallet is that it is something you always carry with you when you go out, so it can mean I love you and want to be with you all the time. Understanding the sentiment, Emily wiped her tears and replied, I'd be delighted. I will always be a fan of your products and now, a big fan of you, David. That's how Emily and I began our relationship. I had always treasured things, but from now on, I vowed to cherish this loving woman even more.